Continuing with Lesson 3, we're going to be looking more at finding assets with the Media Browser panel. So we've done some stuff already, and I want to get it cleaned up. So what I can do is I can come here, highlight, and then hit delete on my keyboard. That takes the clip out of the sequence. I can also get rid of all these clips because I no longer need them. I can just drag them down one at a time or multiple groups to that little trash can, and then they're pulled out. However, by deleting them here, I have not actually lost them. They still live in their original folders on my computer. The next step, it says choose the editing layout or workspace if you have not already, and then come here to this menu and choose reset to saved layout. That kind of puts us back to a nice fresh starting point. After that, it's going to want us to click on the Media Browser panel. So we're going to choose Media Browser. And one of the things you can do is hit the accent key. It's close to my number 1. Hopefully it's the same on your keyboard. Or you can double click Media Browser panel name. And by doing the double click or hitting that accent key, you have made this your full screen image, so it's a little bit easier to see. Once you've done that, it wants us to use the media browser to navigate to our lesson files. So we're going to find our folder for Adobe. And this is going to be wherever you have saved this stuff, and then choose lessons. And then it's going to have us choose assets, videos and audio files, and then choose theft unexpected. So we did this a little bit in that, the 3 different styles, and now we're looking more at the media browser panel, and the way I import these is going to be again different than what I had just shown you. Adobe Premiere Pro, just like many other Adobe products, has more than one way to do certain tasks, and you get the same results. So I know this is some variety. Don't get stressed out about it. Just figure out the one that you like to use. All right. So we now are looking at thumbnails. Down here, you have thumbnail view or list view. If you are on list view, please turn it to thumbnail view and then check out this little slider. Right now, it's all the way to the left. If I drag it to the right, it's going to make the thumbnails bigger. So you can choose whatever size you like for your thumbnails, and that will help you preview stuff. And then just as before, I said if you moved your mouse left to right, it kind of gave you a preview of the whole clip. The book is also telling us if we're far left, we see the beginning of the clip, or if we're far right, we see the end of the clip. By actually left-clicking once on the clip and hitting spacebar, you can see it's playing through the clip itself. If I wanted to start at the beginning, I probably had to be on the far left side. And then you can use all your hotkey short keys, spacebar, J, K, and L to preview, rewind, go forward inside of these clips. So you're previewing it in this media browser. So that's some of the options you have for while you're checking out clips in this way. One of the other things it wanted us to do then is we're going to actually bring these files in. And it wants us to bring all of them. So right now I have one file clicked. I can hit Control A or Command A on my keyboard, depending on if you have a Mac or PC. And when I did that, notice that all 8 clips have now been highlighted. And before I had my timeline open and I just drug them over from our media browser, which then made me the files in the project panel. However, it's now saying if I right click, I can choose import, and it's going to go through the same process. It now automatically kicked us over to the project panel, and you can see they all have come in. This here one is in list view, and I prefer this in list view, but you may want it in thumbnail view. It has all the information we need. So you can see here, frame rate's 25 frames per second. The only thing that's different is our first sequence, and that's because we monkeyed with it from those other files. And when we drop one of these into that timeline, we can choose it to update as well. It shows you when the media starts, media ends, duration of each clip. You can come over here and see the video size as well, audio information. So there's a lot of good data that's contained in the list view, and I like that stuff. Not everybody cares to look at it. So here's the icon view. And of course, if we want to go back to seeing our timeline, you can come up here and double click and it will put everything back in its regular place. So we now have our files brought in. And in the next video, we will move on to importing a still image.